Support for Just Seen It comes from Fandor, dedicated to supporting independent films and filmmakers. Movies from around the world are available at fandor.com/PTV. Fandor, all for film. An Argentinian family takes in a boarder who also happens to be a doctor. Their daughter Lilith's health is entrusted into his care. What they don't know is the man is a notorious Nazi war criminal in The German Doctor.
Hi, I'm Kevin, and I'm here with Aaron and Rachel. We're here to talk about The German Doctor. We've all just seen it. Rachel, tell me what you thought.
Okay, well, so this is written and directed by Lucía Puenzo, and I enjoyed it, but let me just say, although it's called The German Doctor, I went in thinking, okay, this is a movie about a German doctor.
Which it is.
Which it is. And one of the great things about this movie is that it's a very slow reveal of what German doctor it is. Now, I do think if you go in knowing, oh, it's the Angel of Death, which it is. I know, I just gave it away.
But it's kind of in the trailer.
It's kind of in the trailer, but I think one of the strengths of this movie is that you get to see this doctor revealed. At first, he seems like this ordinary fellow, and you're seeing it sort of through the eyes of one of the younger, through the daughter of the family that he's living with. And it's not till most of the way through the movie that you realize he's not actually interested in her in a loving sort of way, which still would be wrong, but actually, in fact, worse, he wants to perform experiments on her.
It's a deliberately slow-paced film.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very small, intimate story. I mean, the ramifications of it are very
huge.
Yeah. But if we're just focusing on a very small group of people, and I also enjoyed it, but like you, I felt like I was a little unaware of some of the stuff, and so while I was watching it, I paused it and I looked some things up.
Googling stuff, going, oh.
I was like, oh, okay, yeah.
I Googled at the end.
Well,
I did that too,
I
actually.
probably should have waited, but I was just like, I don't really know what's going on here. So it was unnerving, though, the whole time. I mean, you already know that he was a Nazi doctor when you see the poster or the trailer, so you're kind of just waiting for something to happen, and nothing big really happens.
But that's my problem with the whole movie, is that I felt like I was waiting for everybody else to catch up to something I already knew, and they don't catch up until the end, and then it's over.
And see, that's exactly the point, is if you know ahead of time, then that takes the bottom out of the film. If you don't know, then you get to sort of go along with the family and go, oh my gosh, he's weird.
I don't know, though. I think the sense of uneasiness that pervades the film makes it an interesting watch. I agree with you. When you already know that, I mean, the title of the movie is The German Doctor, so
it's
post-World War II, you basically already know.
I was a little bored, I have to say. 93 minutes, and I felt like I was there for two and a half hours. I think mostly because I knew what was going on. And also, I'm not saying that what he's doing isn't terrible, but
terrible enough.
More terrible,
right? He's injecting her with these hormones, growth hormones, to do experiments on the little girl, and like they show twice. They show like the big reveal, something's on her stomach,
this tiny
and it's
little
a
rash.
bruise.
You're like,
I was like, really? And then at the end, when he's doing something else, like it was just not minor. It just didn't seem like enough to make me go, oh my God.
There's no high drama. You're right,
But the trailer makes it look like high drama, and I feel like I was deceived.
The strongest performance, in my opinion, comes from Àlex Brendemühl, who plays Dr. Josef Mengele. He is very unnerving and creepy, appropriately so, and I think he carries the film, honestly. I mean, it's about him. I enjoyed his performance a lot. I think that he made it very watchable.
Yeah, well, he's charming in a way. You always know that he's off, but you don't know exactly why he's off.
I really like the lead girl, Lilith, played by Florencia Bada. I thought she was really natural.
Yes.
And I have a feeling she's probably younger than her character's age because she's supposed to be smaller. But she held her own in every scene.
She felt very grown up, and the character's supposed to be, a very small 12-year-old girl, and she feels like a teenager.
What I really liked about Florencia was that she seemed very naive, and when she's making eyes at, this older man, you're just like, oh, you poor, sweet child. But on the other hand, she's naive without seeming dumb. She's super smart, super quick. And I think to pull that off, I mean, that's well acted.
Soretta directed Lucía Puenzo has a lot of credits under her belt They're almost all Argentinian films, and I think she does a fantastic job. We've got great camera movement, great stark colors. I think all of the coverage is very traditional but effective. It's not too stylistic and crazy, but it's always good. And there's all these great shots of nature and the snow and the lake. Like,
and it's not too much, so I was worried, like, I don't like when you get an independent film that gets real artsy on you, where it's just like the slow pan of the desolate scape and it's the snow and the violin, you know? That never happened.
No, yeah, it was
well-paced.
Traditional and effective.
Although this film might prove bland for those steeped in the era, it's a beautiful and captivating look at history. See it.
There's actually nothing terribly, terribly wrong with this film. I just feel like there's a lot of other foreign films that people can see that are much more interesting. So I'm going to say skip it.
The German Doctor is not for everyone, but patient moviegoers or people who enjoy foreign films may like it, and I did, so I say see it.
Our votes add up to 2 tickets, which is a stream it for The German Doctor.
Cheers. Such flowery prose you have.
Yeah, thank you. The better to see you with.